Have you ever wondered what it's like to sleep in a little place like that? Come on and join me now. I'll show you. We're now in the cab of the ute, and you can see beside me is my trusty sidekick, Mr. Beans Bear, who always looks in a state of perpetual shock. I can't think why. Do you think it could have something to do with my driving? What happens in the ute stays in the ute, doesn't it, Mr. Beans Bear? I brought you in here just to show you that the curtain has been pulled back, which allows that access. There's the step that goes up to the bed. That allows access from the camper through to the ute in a hurry if necessary. Yeah, it's easy to get through because there's nothing between the two seats. But above me, I'm trying to show you the slats for the mattress support, the beige squabs are the standard mattress supplied in the vehicle. And I don't know if you can see there's a join that runs along there because it's in about 4 different pieces. So they're stackable, which would leave this open completely if you wanted to travel without the bed in situ. But I leave it in place because I have a memory foam mattress on top, which would be hard to store and would be just a mess. So basically I leave them all made up all the time as I'm living in it full time. I've just retreated outside a little bit just to allow a little bit more space between. Hopefully that will show you. See how the roof of the cab on the ute has been cut out, which allows that gap there through there, and there's the escape hatch. So I've come back inside now, and there you can see the access to the ute for driving at speed. Now I've brought you inside to show you the actual bed itself. I've pulled it back because I tried videoing it earlier, trying to peel it back as I go, but trying to hold the camera and do the peeling back was a little awkward. So as you can see, there's the squabs covered by a sheet. Then we've got the lovely memory foam, which is really superb. I had to cut it down to fit and replace that zip, so hence the wobbly bit. It wasn't purchased like that. But yeah, then I have what I call the muscle mat. I believe that's the trade name for it, but it's just super. It's like a cloud, has an elastic base for tucking in, and then I have the sheet and the duvet on top of that, so you can sort of see the depth. It's a bit, I've wrecked it. It looks neater than that normally. I assure you it's true. I can't stand having the bed unmade because in such a small space it soon looks untidy. There you go, I've assembled the bed again, made it neat and tidy. Put the rolls back up on there. Those rolls are actually very handy. They're handmade, of course, you can tell. But what I do is I store excess clothing and sheets in there. And I usually have one at the foot and the head of the bed. But yeah, it's very comfortable. Really comfortable. If you hang around, I'll show you a demonstration of getting in and out of the bed. If you're good. Getting a good night's sleep is absolutely imperative to me. I suppose as you get older, you find it harder to have a good night's sleep. When you're young, you seem to be able to sleep in a cardboard box, upside down. Anyway, I digress. Yes, having pressure points on the body anything like that will cause you to wake up at night. So having the setup I've got just behind me has worked out really well. That's one good thing, is that I look forward to going up there at night and crawling in there and staying in there and not wanting to get out in the morning. One thing I wanted to talk to you about was the fact that I was considering putting a curtain above there to separate it off, but I suffer badly from claustrophobia. So I would rather leave that, I think. I believe that if I had that up, I would start to feel hemmed in. But the good side would be, in having one, would be to keep warm air in there in the winter time, because it does get cold. I've got to do something with the base. I think it might be because the cold air from the cab is actually coming up under that base. So maybe a piece of, I don't know, some sort of insulation, like even polystyrene, something might help. But I don't also, there's not much of a gap there, so I don't also want to lose the factor that I get good circulation there, so that I don't have any problems with mould or moisture retention in the mattresses. I say mattresses because I seem to have quite a few. So yeah, as far as the curtain goes, yeah, I've got to think about that. There's lots of things that once you're living in a van, you on a daily basis consider trying different things. You try them, they don't work, or they do, and it's best to keep it that way and not go in and spend a lot of money at the start to furnish it in a way that you think it might work, but in actual fact has no great merit, and you've wasted a lot of money. I don't want to do that, not when you're on a pension. The other thing I'd like to show you is this. It's absolutely magical. I can't get my stand to work, so sorry about the shaky camera. But yeah, this, I can't show it to you because it magically won't work during the day. It only works as soon as it gets dark. But it's USB charged, which is a real great benefit. I love anything that's USB chargeable, because it means that I keep them charged for free because I have solar panel on the roof. But this, it is quite amusing, because sometimes when I'm in bed and I just kick my leg out because it's hot, throw the covers back, suddenly the light's coming on and I'm sort of startled by the light, but it goes off after a few seconds, so it works out quite well. But yes, if I need to get up in the night to get a drink of water, or taken short, as the case may be, the light comes on and I can climb down those steps and do whatever I need to do and get back again. Sometimes it'll turn off in the mid flow, but that's okay. It comes off again, it comes on again, sorry, as soon as I make a move. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that little tour. Okay, watch how I do it. So easy. Look at that, snug as a bug. It does help, I'm only 5'2.5". I had to think for a minute. Yeah, snug as a bug in a rug. Easy peasy. Nighty night.